Good morning, everyone. It's Monday morning. It's the 30th of October. This is Simon Holden, the Sheriff of Tippingham. Well, those of you who watched on Saturday, Twig given it 8, backed in heavily all day, went off clear favourite 4-1. Bo Morgan went very, very wide the whole way. Very, very wide. And we finished an honourable second. So placed money, but very, very frustrating. Now, before, I've got a leap of faith bet for us, and I want to tell you about Newcastle card marker. But I feel I must comment on anybody who watched Aintree yesterday. Racing at times does itself no favours at all. And yesterday was just absolutely pathetic. It was the first meeting at Aintree. We had the old Rowan Chase, the first serious steeplechase of the new year. Top quality hurdle races. And safety, I get, is key. But by the time some of the races were run, from my TV, it looked to be a very, very cloudy day with no sun in the sky. And yet we doled off 6 fences. They did. 6 fences. So basically, the old Rowan Chase, take that form book and throw it out the window because it was a flat race. As I said today to people who backed Tommy's Oscar, so yeah, there is an element of pocket talking here. If I didn't know what was going to happen, I wouldn't have tipped Tommy's Oscar yesterday. And if I was a trainer, I wouldn't have run it. When horses run at jumps, they slow down into the jumps, they slow away from the jump, and of course, they jump the fences. So when people say, well, it doesn't really make a lot of difference, it makes massive difference. Those horses went much quicker than they would have done if that was a steeplechase. Now, it's going to get to the point where I suggest one thing. We either say, if there is low sun, we don't run the races. They can have a couple of bumpers and whatever, but they won't do that, will they? Because they have to give you money back. But we've got to stop dolling off fences and hurdles. It's making a mockery of betting. And at the end of the day, safety is first. I get that. But betting, without people betting, there is no rock and roll show. Nobody seems to grasp that. So that's my Monday moan. I'll try not to have one every week. So yeah, very, very whatevered off about the whole thing. Tommy's Oscar, I think he'll be out at Christmas. They might bring him back to 2 miles, or they might stay at 2 mile 2, 2 mile 3. And I think if you had a bet on him yesterday, I think you get your money back. I think he's a class act. Just went too fast and paid for it late on in what was a flat race. Right. Newcastle card marker is the most successful system and info-based card marker service I think there's ever been. We've had 700 to 1, 1200 to 1, 500 to 1, 400 to 1, 300 to 1, 200 to 1 countless times. And what it is a bet in every race. They race this afternoon and into tonight. It's an 8-race card. We've got a nap and a next best, which will be as strong as we've had for a few months. You do them as singles and in their own double, and then you put all the others, all the horses in an each way multiple bet. That's Newcastle card marker. We will clean them out, and there's no reason it shouldn't be today. We've got a unique Newcastle system that ensures we get the prices. That system isn't for sale. It's solely for the use of HFC card marker members. That's why we guarantee big prices. So we also have some info on the ground, lots of northern snouts and molten moles and all sorts that are giving us tips there. Put them all through the systems, and that's how we have been able to wreck the bookmakers at Newcastle. And we're going to go for it again tonight and tomorrow. So get involved at the link below. It's a £5. The bets are ready now. Right, I promise you a bet. Let's go to Huntingdon. The Soul Jumps meeting of the day. It's the 410. The Rhino.bet. I don't know Rhino.bet, but I seem to be seeing them sponsoring everything. Rhino.bet Mares Open Maiden National Hunt Flat Race. Could I be wrong? Good to soft in places. If anybody's ever lost their voice like I have and it's come back, it kind of comes back and then you feel it's not your voice. So it's very, very strange. So if I suddenly stagger and I think somebody else has walked in and taken over, but a little medical update. Well, let's go to that final race, the 410. It's a class 5. It's a bumper. Now, Jean Bell is the favourite, 13-8. Now, solid chance ran in a listed bumper. But here's the thing about Jean Bell. Watching the replay of that run at Sandown, the horse was so free. Now, Bryony Foss takes the ride. She rides a lot of the Lucy Wallen horses. Don't see her much these days, do we, Bryony? She's got a work cut out to get this thing to settle. On the form, it's the form choice. But I do not like tipping or betting horses that ran really, really free last time. If it settles, I believe it will win. But there's enough doubt for me to pass over at 13-8. We've then got Looking As You Are. Keelan Woods takes the ride there. I think he's riding superbly at the moment for Alex Hales. That was second last time, beaten by Stadium Talk. That wasn't a great race, though. That's 7-2. We're going to go for a price here. Now, Neil King had one of his great days on Friday when that Stable Star won the big hurdle race at Cheltenham. Now, Neil King gave an interview after, and he's given a few recently, where he talked about last year being his kind of annus horribilis and just dreadful, and the horses weren't right, blah, blah, blah. But they are now. And I think he's got a lot of well-handicapped horses. And he's got a horse in this that has appeared once called Saint Chou. It's number 4. You can get 16-1 with Bet365, Bet Victor, Bet Fred, this new MGM, Bet whoever they are, and Bet UK. The rest of the people are going 12s or 14s. Now, Saint Chou is a beautifully bred horse. It's only been seen once, 263 days ago. Now, you're getting my point here. That was at the time when all the Neil King horses were flopping. Where there was a virus, the yard just was not right. So I'm going to actually put a line through that. So now let's have a little look at this Saint Chou, and let's pretend we've never seen it before. Let's give it the benefit of the doubt. The classic LOF, Leap of Faith. Half sister to last Friday's Cheltenham winner and stablemate. So this is related to Look Away, the horse that won the big race. Never counted on her debut, but the yard were struggling. This could be a new star. So this thing is beautifully bred. Sister to by Westerner, was the dam sire by a Sans Frontier. So it's very similarly and related to that Stable Star. I put it to you that if this horse had never run before, on the back of that breeding and on the back of Neil King having that big winner on Friday at Cheltenham, this would probably be about 11-2, 6-1. But people are looking into it saying, well, that horse has run once. It was crap. It was rubbish. It was out the back. We have got a potential argument against that. And that is how you make money long term, by swimming against the tide, by having leaps of faith, by not taking the obvious jolly every time. We've seen that the favourite here ran 2-3 last time. Now, it may well have settled at home, but that's enough to put an element of doubt in my mind. I'm going to take it on with this. We know the yard are flying. We know this is well bred. We're going to forgive it that last run. Nothing was right in the yard. And it's a fresh start for Saint Chou. And we're going to take the 16-1, small each way. These are the type of bets that we land time after time, and enough times to make big profits. So there you go. As I've said before, plenty of YouTube tipsters, plenty of tipsters on other social media, plenty of people around who will tell you all sorts. But let them make claims and we'll make profits. Have a fantastic day. Get on that Newcastle card marker. We are the kings of the card markers, and I will see you tomorrow. Now it's over to Neil King and Saint Chou. It's a new start for the horse. It's a new day. Hold horses.